Hello.
What up? Wow, you got that new thing around your mic, huh?
Yeah, look at this, man.
Yo.
I can't get up any background noise. I can just hide behind it. It's actually pretty cool. Look at that.
That is pretty cool. Hold on a second. Is that from? Did you order that separately from everything that you told me to get?
Yeah. So the arm that you get with the one that you've ordered and I've ordered, you get like an arm like that, right? You can probably see it just about here, right? But I ordered this as a set with I haven't got it here, like a flat arm. So the arm, the first part of the arm is flat, and then you can lift it up like that. But this one actually works better because it can adjust more.
Have we got a viewer? One viewer? No way. Viewer, reveal yourself in the chat.
Make a comment. Tell us who you are.
Yeah. So, Michael, what are we talking about today? Because yesterday was a very, very, very good day for a lot of people.
It was a very good day. It was a very, very good day.
We are going to talk about it. What are we going to talk about?
Let's first of all, let's see what did happen yesterday, because yesterday we had lots of CPI news. And let's go back. We've already had some GBP news, which we'll see if that's moved anything.
Yeah.
Why is that disappearing? Come on.
That's my boy.
My Forex book doesn't want to. Haresh.
Of course.
Haresh is the OG. You know,
he is the OG. Of course. Good morning, mate. Good morning.
Hope you are well, my friend. All right. Well, listen, the news doesn't want to show me yesterday, but basically we had CPI. CPI moved things like you wouldn't believe, right? Mm-hmm. So if we look at gold here, right, was just mad. Just look at that dip that it took yesterday.
Yeah.
Took that liquidity line that I had and then whoom,
so remember what we were saying as well? Because we were saying yesterday we were thinking that it was going to go up. I got in, was it yesterday or the day before? A premature, a little bit of it. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit of an early, way too early, I think. Definitely way too early. But there you go. It found the support eventually and then went up really, 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 really nice. I think yesterday, I think the biggest thing was I probably lost about 1% trying to trade in range, in the ranging market. It wasn't doing anything. Just to get at the end of the day when the momentum was in and when everything started, some really nice trades. So what is the lesson there?
Don't trade the range.
Don't trade the range. Don't eat up your account on a range when you're a momentum trader.
Haresh, do me a favor. Can you go online and see if we can find a range indicator for Alex? And it's going to be like a warning indicator that pops up and just goes onto his trading view and goes onto his MT5 and says, do not trade. This is a range.
You know, I think I'm a good range indicator myself because I know when I'm not supposed to be trading, but I do it anyway.
You still do it. You still do it. So it's not.
I still do it. I was like, as well. I said yesterday, yeah, we're probably going to range, and I'm probably going to eat up a lot of my account here. But I actually stopped myself before it got any worse. Waited, and then after CPI, what trade! They were beautiful. Yesterday, the trades after CPI were honestly fantastic. I did make one mistake on one trade though, and I will go over that. But Michael, do you want to go over some of the trades that you had, and then I'll jump in and go over some of the trades that I had?
So we were. Do you remember yesterday we were in gold on the live stream with Anastasia?
Yes.
And it was a beautiful trade in so many ways until suddenly gold did what gold does and just suddenly shot down. And there it is. Just all of a sudden out of nowhere. And it was bang on the half-hour mark. and we just got taken out, just with no warning whatsoever. Do you remember?
Yeah, but there you go. Now we're looking at it with cleaner eyes. To me, that's like a break of the range, a retest on the on the EMAs, and then a continuation to take out that liquidity underneath. If you do Alt I on your screen, oh mate, I would have longed that. I would have gone crazy on a long on that.
But so do you think then, therefore, that you're a momentum trader when it's long rather than short?
No, I can do shorts, but my eyes see longs much better. They just do. They just it's just easier for me to see something going up and something coming down.
It's the way you want to see your momentum curve. You know, you want to see your curve go up. So that's why you're looking at the longs, you know. So this one was a bit annoying, but our bias was right. But look where it came down. It came down and took out the liquidity level that I had marked out, and then off it went, and it hasn't been back since. So it's just telling you, this is where the liquidity levels they work. Price comes down and always comes to take out those levels, especially on gold. On gold, it's ridiculous
very
how
wiki.
it works.
Like I said, it takes out. Gold's the asset that likes to cause people so much pain until it actually does what they want.
Yeah, exactly. So we had that, and then my trade that I was in, which was a lovely trade. I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't keep an eye on it during the day, but this was my trade. So I actually was originally expecting price to come up here, but because of the news, we dipped down. We took all this liquidity that I'd marked out, took all of that out, and then we shot up. So it was the bias was right, the call was right.
The execution.
The execution. Well, no, the execution
was
good.
Execution was good. It was
just because I closed here when I saw it turning against me. So the execution was all right, and I got a nice. You know, I'm 1% up now on my my 5K challenge. But had I been watching the charts, I'm in two minds. On the one hand, if I'd been watching the charts and if I'd been keeping an eye on the news and everything else, I could have really gotten in again and made a nice little trade here, right? Because I would have seen, for example, this nice candle here and thought, right, okay, we're going to go long now. But in the end, you know, I was working on some other bits and pieces, and so I wasn't trading at all. But I already made that decision when I got those two trades. When I got this Euro JPY, and I had the gold loss, I'd already made a decision. I'm 1% up for the day. That's it. I'm done. I'm happy. You know, and that worked. You know, because I'm still 1% up, and I didn't end up going nuts. So, and take it out very fast and form big wick. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was those were my two trades. You got some trades in the afternoon though, didn't you?
So after CPI, I got into some really nice trades, but I micromanaged them and actually lost out on bits of profit. So the first trade was this one, which was straight after news. This was it was really nice. This one, after the news, I saw that pound was affected even more than the euro. So I was like, okay, then I'm going to long euro pound. Let me pull up my C trader. I'm not going to put it up on screen, but so I saw this, all of this, these EMAs, everything, all of this tight range coming back into the fibs. I was like, okay, this is where I'm going to get in. Euros stronger than pound. Go for it. Now the issue is, I have done something that I keep doing and making a mistake on, and that's trailing my stop. Because maybe I've got a little bit too much size on it, and you know, I want to hold on to the profits that I've got. Hold on, let me pull up. Did I just put up on the other screen? Hold on, 2.6. Sorry about this, guys.
You've got a funky resolution there.
Yeah, sorting that out now. There you go. So what happened was price came up to here, and what I did was trailed my stop under these lows. So I trailed my stop under these lows,
and then it kept going.
Yeah, and then it took me out. So it was under this low that it took me out. It took me out, came back into a normal good area, and then pushed up and I would have got to my original take profit. Now, in all fairness, that was only about $500. So I lost out on $500 on profit on that one. Okay, which was okay, whatever. I'm not complaining about it. I was already happy on the day. But Euro, I got into the trade straight afterwards, because I saw that Euro was pumping up. And I got into this trade here. I got into this trade, I think it was. No, yeah.
Really?
Trade. Let me double check. Yeah. Okay. Where was that? Where did I get in there? Is it on the 1 minute? Okay. I got into Euro right here. And my stop was down here. So this was the trade idea. That was the trade idea.
Ooh.
Okay. So it was something like that.
And there was no trail on that one.
What did I do? I had quite a heavy lot size on there as well, because I was trying to chase a spot on a leaderboard. You know, the thing that I sent in the group yesterday?
Yeah.
I was trying to get into that top 3 on the leaderboard. And by that, it kind of messed with my emotions. So I was like, I don't want to leave the money on the table. I just want to take it and just try and get to that third spot on the leaderboard. And what happened when price pushed up originally, I was like, okay, in quite a high number of profits, I said, I don't want to lose the spot that I'm at. So I trailed my stops to break even, takes me out, and then goes on it goes to my take profit.
Oh, mate.
So on that, I lost, I lost nearly $5,000 because of potential mismanagement. So when we say, did CPI make you cry? Yeah, it made me cry a little bit, because I just mismanaged the trade like an absolute numpty. Like, honestly.
Well, so tell me then, what was it about getting in on that leaderboard? What was it that was motivating you or driving you on that? Was it like the competitive edge? Was it the ego?
It was the competitiveness that I wanted to beat the 2 people in front of me, because it wasn't much to beat them. Because of that, I just was mismanaging my trades. Maybe that's why it's there as well. Maybe the on prop firms, the leaderboards are there to really get into the heads of the traders that are trying to get 100%. To the. That's what it's there for, and it works. That works, because I totally mismanaged such a beautiful technical trade just out of.
And that's what made me blow the 5K account as well. Was I was getting competitive with you. I was like, I've got to beat Alex. I've got to get in. I've got, and it was the same thing.
Yeah,
that whole competitive nature. Yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I think the Discord for Fivers is so popular is because we don't allow people to share their wins, to share their funded accounts and everything else.
That is why we've always said we're not doing it, because we don't want people to make mistakes of trying to get as much profit as somebody else, because they don't know how big that account is. We don't know anything. And it really does affect people's psychology. And yesterday, I had that. I don't want to leave these things. And because of that, I lost out on not even being at the top of the leaderboard. It was more being, actually, I lost out on money, because I could have put that in my back pocket instead. So I'm gonna stop looking at that leaderboard. I think it's probably the best.
It's a hard thing to, because is there some kind of kudos that comes with it, or any kind of reward or something, or
it's the ego you give yourself. It's that's what it feeds, isn't it? It feeds those bad parts of your personality 100%. That is causing bad trading, which is super smart. But for me, it's like it's frustrating, and it made it made me cry on CBI because I couldn't do it. But that's.
But you know what? Maybe PPI won't make you cry today.
PPI. Oh,
you got PPI today.
PPI is a big one. Competition usually makes us do more mistakes by risking more, tend to increase target. Agreed.
100%, man. 100%.
Super agree. It is. It's dangerous, and I think everything we do without alpha beta, no way we should let that kind of competitive edge of things come in.
Interestingly enough, we're going to have competitiveness in alpha beta, but not for your trading. That's
going to be about process or something, or about its value.
Well, it's going to be about your contribution to the community. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
you're gonna get rewarded, and you're gonna go up the leaderboard if you provide value, if you provide education for people, that people enjoy, that people appreciate. Not, I got this trade. That's not going to get you any followers or get you any rewards.
Yeah.
So yeah. But what are you looking at today then?
Yeah. So let's have a look at the kind of the strategy. I really think there's a lot of. We said we were going to talk a little bit about strategy, and I think with PPI coming out, you've got a lot of things that have moved over yesterday, and equally be moving today. So I think what we've got to understand is something that I can maybe highlight is just a little bit about if we have some of these really big impulsive moves to certain sides. Where are my tools? Where are my tools gone?
Down the bottom. Down at the very bottom.
You can. Oh yeah, they're hiding underneath my. That is annoying. Why are they hiding underneath there?
You got them there. I can see them. Can you not see them?
You can see them. I can't see them. I can't get them. Oh,
that's weird.
No, I can see them. Hold on a second. Sorry about this, guys. I bet people have just seen our
Haresh is the only one that's watching us right now.
Haresh only one that's we've got another one. Okay, so with this, let's say if we get these kind of impulsive moves from the news, we've got to be waiting for this. We've got to be waiting for that little bit of consolidation. That price is clearly not showing that it's actually that's distribution, that it's actually doing something.
Yeah.
And then we've got to try and get some of these return to the mean type of trades. So anything coming back to the EMAs, that's what I think we've been looking for. Anything like this at the moment, it's quite. I think we're just going to be ranging. I don't think we're going to be doing anything, but maybe the return to the mean type of trade will, maybe we just consolidate like this. News comes up, spikes everybody. Maybe then we get that consolidation, break, retest, and we're coming back into this area for the trades. Maybe that is the trading plan for today. That's what I'd be looking at. Let's have a look if it was on gold. To be honest, gold looks at the moment. It looks like a really nice long. There you go. You got a break. You got a retest. That for me is a really nice long. You've already got that that type of that's not what I'm trying to do. Let's do it with this one. You've got already that type of structure because that's the leg. You've got the local the macro lower low, which is here.
Hey Akram, Alex, we've got 4 viewers. We've got 4 people.
4 viewers. Oh my god,
guys, we're not sure what to do with this.
Alphabet great again.
This is like, wow.
This
is all-time highs.
Very, 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 very happy. So we're getting that, and I think we are probably in this, in that area on this trade. I really think we're going to break up these highs, which are these. Is it a right time to probably get into this trade to see if we can break these highs before news? I really don't know, because again, people are probably waiting to see what happens with PPI. CPI yesterday came in hotter. Inflation's hotter than it was. It's stickier than what people are thinking, and it did move the market. But it also was a bit of like a flash movement, and it rebounded very quickly. So maybe the best thing is just wait. We'll have to look at price action and see what happens. But I would be looking to trade gold up into breaking this high for its all-time high, to be honest. Pound, similar type of thing. We had these. I've been killing the pound longs recently, absolutely smashing them. This was also a really, really nice long. Probably that would be better on the macro time frame. Look at where that came into as well. 618.
Bang on
a 618. You had those highs pre-breakout. Mate, if honestly for technical trading, you can't really get. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
That's almost to the pipette.
Do you allow for things like that, Alex? I don't really look. I don't in my head look at previous day all-time highs or previous day highs. In all honesty, that's fine. I don't look at it. I don't look at it as in. Okay, I'm going to mark it out on the screen. I would normally go to lower time. I'd look at the daily like this, and I said, okay, break, retest, continuation, and then I'd go on to the lower time frames, and then naturally I'll just look for, these highs anyway, and that would just, I'd be targeting places like this, places like that. After I'm looking at getting into, after I've seen this type of structure. But again, those are just squiggles until you actually make it happen.
Well, that's you don't trail your losses.
Yeah, you can squiggle as much as you want on TradingView. All that matters is if those squiggles turn into money. But that's what I'm looking for. I think
void that is a really good point. The thing with gold, Trump can at any moment announce the end of the Ukraine war, and that can give a massive correction. 100%. And that's there's talk about it in the news. I saw some. I haven't watched it properly, but there was talk about Trump and Putin agreeing to meet each other in each other's countries or something like that. I don't know if that's true. Right. So yeah, but I'm looking at gold, and I can see us going higher, but my 11 hour shows me a nice inside bar. So I do think we're going long, but I think we need to take this area first. So we've got this inside bar here, and generally those get taken first on the 11 hour. If you look, they're almost always taken out immediately by the next one, okay, or the one after. You see this one here, price came down, and then it's gone back up, pushed back up. This one again. Inside bars on the 11 hour on gold are really, really key levels. This is a rare one that hasn't been taken and has been left behind. But look at all of the other ones. They've almost always been taken. So 11 hour for me, when I see an inside bar on gold, it generally tends to mean that there is a level sitting there waiting for price to come back and take. So if we then drill down to say the 4 hour, we can see that we've then got levels here. We've got 5 hour and 4 hour inside bar here. So where would I be looking for a reaction? I'd probably be drilling down further to see where am I seeing some kind of price action, some kind of order block, something to say, right, this is where we're going to go. At the moment, I'm not seeing it. I'm not really seeing anything right now that suggests this is where it's going to react from. So take it down to the 15 minute. All I'm seeing is a lot of liquidity down all of these areas. So It's then a question of looking back at other time frames earlier on. So was there an engulfing candle where it didn't have the reaction to go down, for example, or to go up? So if I'm looking at this one here, I would be saying this here is a candle that would be a nice area of reaction. The reason for that is that this was an engulfing candle that pushed up, nice bullish candle, price came down and broke past that wick, right? So there's still orders sitting here for buyers, and it's tipped into it a couple of times. So I wouldn't be surprised if price came down to this level here, took out at least one of these liquidity levels on the 7 hour, for example, and then pushed on up. That would be probably what I'm looking at today as a play.
I have to interject. I think we've got a play right now on pound for a return to the mean type of trade.
Oh,
it just needs to come back. Go on the 5 minute and put it in inverted. Put it in an inverted. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? It seems really strong at the moment. We just need a retracement back to that EMA, and I'm in long, baby. I'm in long.
Yeah.
I'm short. I'm in short. It's inverted.
You're looking at this here. Yes, this one.
No, I would be, because it's going to be an aggressive on the 5 minute, where that little bit of consolidation, that little bit of an order block.
This one here.
No, next to it. No, the newest one that has been made on the EMA above.
This one.
That one down. Yeah, that one there.
Yeah. You're looking at this one here.
Yeah, so I want for it to come down, hit the 50.
Yep.
Which I think we're going to get now. Hit the
so
50.
You want price?
Yeah, come down to there. Yeah, look at that level as well. You've got really nice break. That looks like a really nice support resistance level. I think I'm shorting it right from there. And I'll probably go for a risk of... I'm going to just put a % on, I think, on that. So that would be...
So do you know what my trade on that would be? I'll give you... I'd be looking at this area here for a much tighter stop loss, and I'd be looking for price to come back to this area.
Yeah.
So I'd be looking at a short as well, but I'd be looking for a short to come down here and then for it to kick off, and my stop would be there. That would be my trade.
So if that happens, I will, if I get stopped out because the price comes up to the area that you said up here, I would then wait to see what happens, and then I'll get back in. Easy. Okay. Definitely. Yep. But I like the fact that, you know, you've got this area is nice support and resistance. Then you've got this as well. So let's just wait and see what happens as well. On the 1 minute, you've got, you know, this cluster, which would be like very, very local supply. So that cluster of price action as well.
And your TP is where you
TP 200 here, mate. What is that color? Seriously, dude. There you go.
Sort out your C trader, mate.
C trader. Oh my god. So much better than MT5. Do you know what? If I knew that, mate, honestly, I would be a rich man. If I knew anything what was going to happen in the next 10, 15 minutes, like definite, I would be stupid. You wouldn't even see me at Alphabet. I'd be in I don't know, Honolulu or something with sipping a pina colada. You know, I wish I knew. We make speculative, educated speculations. That's what we are. We speculate with educated. What am I saying? I'm gonna stop. Too much coffee.
I can see the trade looking at the 15 minute.
Yep.
It looks nice on the 15-minute for sure. To come down to that 200 EMA, that looks really, really nice.
Down here.
Yeah.
And for that to happen, I would need to see more consolidation up here. For it to come down on the 5 minutes to the 200 EMA, 100%. Because what it needs to do, for it to go to the next level, it needs to break first one level. Now, if you go on to the 15, it's only broken its first level. On the 5 minute, it's broken 2 levels. So for it to come now to the this 50 level is the 200 EMA on the 5 minute. So that is the next step. For it to come all the way through that on the 15 minute, it needs to break that on the 5 minute, then retrace, then continue. So it's a little bit too early for me to aim to that. But on the 5 minute, oh buddy, no, that just looks, straight in the morning.
Looks nice. Just trying to see. I always like to look at the higher time frames, and it does look good. I'm not gonna argue on that one. That is, no, it does still look long overall. On the higher time frames, it looks long, but yeah, it looks nice. Very nice, very nice,
very nice, very nice.
Still got a lot of way to go on the not a lot of way, but we're certainly below. Let me just show you on my screen. We're still below the 200 EMA on the daily, but we've still got this pump here. That says to me that we're probably going to still go higher. We've tested this area. That was on the 22-hour. That's the daily there.
Yep.
Right. And so, it's a resistance area, but it's not very strong, right? It's just kicked it back. I can still see us going long up to these levels here.
So me looking at that, if that was now a 5 minute chart, I would probably be long at that low of that daily if it was a 5 minute chart, thinking it's going to come up to now the 200. Now, because it's on a daily, for it to happen is probably going to take about a week and a half, maybe.
And we know that Alex doesn't have the patience for that.
No, that's definitely, I'm not getting into a trade for a week and a half. But having that kind of context is for me like, okay, I'm just looking for longs then. If that's what it wants to do, and that's what I'm projecting it to do, I'm just going to sit and wait for longs. Says me in a short. Says me looking to get a short.
Didn't want to say anything, but you know, whatever floats your boat, mate.
You know, short on the lower time frame.
This is why I always look at all of the different time frames, because the higher we're going, actually, the shorter it looks. Look at that weekly. That actually looks like it could drop. I wouldn't be surprised.
But then again, you've got to look what Forex currencies just range, man. And we've just come into a massive weekly area of demand. We've just come from, look where we've come from. Now, I remember I spoke to a guy in London Trading Live event that was a banker that used to do proprietary trading for the banks. And he said there are certain levels where they just buy. They don't care what price is doing. When it gets to certain macro levels, everyone buys those levels because they know everybody buys those levels because they're such good bargains. So for me, having that in mind, and we're on a weekly, look at the level that we're reacting off. We're acting off of a massive low where we've had a massive amount of demand. Naturally, we're going to see, I feel like we're going to see it's more of a push up. Now, that's what I think. I'm only going to trade what I see, but that's what I think and feel, you know? So at the moment, I feel like pound is going to go up, but now I'm seeing what it's doing on lower time frames, and that is it's going short. So that's why I'm getting short. But just so... Yeah, it was Paul Scott. Yeah, Stephen. Nice. Yeah, mate, it was. God, that's jokes, man. God, I bet you he's a funny guy, though, isn't he? Paul Scott, funny guy. Anyone want to take a trade scalping while being hyped up a pre-workout? Tried it yesterday. An interesting experience. What I recommend. You know, I do that I do that every day with coffee. I have a coffee before I go to work. I have a coffee before I go to do a workout. Then I come to the office and I have this full of coffee. By the time I'm speaking to Michael, I am jumping off my seat. It maybe not look like I'm just wired.
I'm like, who the hell am I talking to? It's Tigger.
Yeah. You see, I like it. Yeah, very, very blunt, But that's the thing. I think as well, those kind of guys that are so macro, big levels, all of this stuff, I think they really struggle to do what retail traders do. I don't think they can do. They're good at retail, really. I think they actually struggle at, trading lower time frames.
Yeah,
because they've been taught and they're so learned. They've learned certain ways the market works. I don't know. That's what I would assume anyway.
So I'm gonna call it. I reckon the dollar's gonna go strong today. Looking at the index, I reckon we're still gonna see some more dollar bullishness. That's my call. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but just for something for us to talk about tomorrow. Yeah, I'm reckoning that we're going to see we're in this area, and on the dollar index we're going to bounce up and we're going to retest these highs again because we're not at all-time highs. We've still got all of this up here on dollar index. So
I don't think I'm going to get in that trade on pound. It's left the station.
It's gone.
I think
it's already on its way.
I think it's already on its way. That's
because look at this. Look at this. This for me just looks bearish still. We might come up higher and retest some areas higher up, but I still think we're going to have more downward momentum. We've got so much more down here on Euro USD, and we've already broken past this key level here, right?
Yeah.
So look at this area where we had lots of orders. We've broken past it and we've now retested it. So I think we're actually going to see more momentum going down.
Yeah.
And if you think about it from a macro level, what everyone's talking about with the euro is, I think it was I was watching, I don't normally do this, but I actually watched the Fed Chair Powell's testimony to the committee the other day.
And, what did he say?
One of the senators said to him, he said, if you were to choose, would you swap places, if as an American with money and everything else, would you swap the American economy for, I think he went through a whole bunch of economies. He said, would you swap it with Germany? No, he said, would you swap with Germany? No. Would you swap with such and such? No. And he was like, no, I wouldn't. Would you swap with China? No. And he was like, no, the US economy is in a very, very strong position. And he was very, very kind of like, no, the situation in Germany is really poor, which again ties into
UK.
Exactly.
The UK
EU and the pound have been, exactly. So I do think that there is, and again, less so on the pound, right? Because the pound has held this area, but on the euro, it's broken past it. It's broken past that area, and I think that that it's gonna weaken further. And again, we've got to remember that things are moving fast with Trump. He's doing a lot of work right now, and he is did you see DAX?
Let's have a look.
DAX. Let's have a look.
On the DAX. Do you know one thing I want to say as well about what Paul started? Stephen, if you're still in here, something else that he told me is, he used to go down the pub. He used to go down the pub with his, other people that used to take orders from, clients and stuff. And they used to tell everybody where the stops are. And the stops are of his clients that have big, he would go to his mate and he would be like, yeah, I've got a stump at this level and this level. And then somebody would trade into it. So when people say you're not a target when you've got your stops in certain areas, I really think that it is. You just wow, is that the DAX?
Yeah.
So what has happened in the DAX? What company has just released news? What has happened?
Because this was DAX opened here. That's where DAX opened. So it's pumped up. And it's just fallen straight down. Very interesting.
That's it. I don't think we got pound trade.
But yeah, there we go. I think that's it for today.
That is, yeah, I think so.
We will be back again tomorrow at about 3:30 CET, 4:30 your time, Al, 2:30 UK time. So after the live on Discord, guys. So do pop in and see us. We'll be doing a weekly review and kind of just going through things. But yeah, let us know. Share the channel, get people out there. We want more than 5 viewers. We've got 5 viewers. Al, we've got 5 people.
Do you know what? I'm super buzzing, super happy.
It's like all-time highs.
Legends.
All-time highs. Guys, do you know? I don't think the guys know, right? That yesterday, Al and I went onto the Fiverr stream, and I don't want to take too much credit for us, but what happened, Al?
All-time highs on views and comments and stuff. Oh wow! It's thanks to you guys at home.
It's the new dream team. It's the new dream team. Just mark my words.
And in Alphabet, we've already got some of the greatest people as well, already putting in content and already doing stuff. Steven over here, he's in here supporting, but he's also putting in the work in Alpha Beta as well. So
he is.
We're gonna make Alpha Beta great again. Anyway,
we're gonna make Alpha better.
We're gonna make Alpha better. Yeah.
All right, listen, guys. Thanks for joining. See you soon.
Bye.